Good morning. This is Dr. Beck here. It is October the 4th of 2021, and it's Monday morning. It's a rainy Monday morning, but we are so blessed to be here, alive and well, and ready to take on the day, the week, refreshed out over the weekend. Okay, so let us know if you need something. We're here for you. Okay, COVID-19 seems to be plugging along right here in this community. 6 more cases. It is a little different this time. Like my son went to a sporting event in Atlanta over the weekend, and I think there were around 5,000 participants, and he said there were no masks to be seen. So I don't know what's going on with that. There was a lot of controversy last year, but there doesn't seem to be as much controversy. So just stick to your own guns and take care of yourself, okay? And wear your mask. If you're in a tight situation with a bunch of people and you're at high risk, I want you to be extra careful if you haven't took the vaccine, and then I want you to really think about the vaccine if you haven't took it, particularly if you're at high risk. Okay, I'm just going to ask you again. Let me talk to you a little bit about housekeeping thing here, because I like to explain some things to people because this system, Medicare and the insurance companies don't tell us a lot, tell you a lot about what they're doing or nothing, and they don't actually tell us. It's kind of like we have to figure it out ourselves, and even you have to figure it out. I know everybody's signed up for new programs or signed up for managed care contracts or things like that, and you get surprised when you get here. But one of the things that I will talk to you about is the time allotment for Medicare. Now, Medicare's time allotment for an average visit, and when I say average, that means you've got 2 or 3 things going on with you that we're watching and monitoring, whether it's blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, anything like that. The time allotment for that is 15 minutes, okay, and this has been there for many, many years, and you can actually use the actual time allotment if you want to. The problem is it's not quite that simple. You've got to document that you spent that time specifically, and you got to do all kind of things. It makes it really hard to document on time, but you can document on severity of illness. But at 15 minutes, when they allocated that a few years ago, I think somebody did all the numbers and realized that no Medicare doctor would stay in business if with the 15-minute rule. So they halved it and put it down to 7.5 minutes. Said, okay, the rule is 15 minutes, but if you get half, that's feasible. So they cut it down to 7.5 minutes for the allocated time for the visit, so that it would actually look like the numbers would work out where the physician would actually survive. So that's kind of what we have to go off of. Now, here's what I do. I allot 20 minutes per patient per provider. Okay, so I'm actually almost tripling the allocated time that we see the patient, or we're allocated to see them, in hopes that I can give you good service and mediate some of the pain and the stuff that Medicare mediates for us, and the financial wise. In other words, how do I make this work with scheduling a patient every 20 minutes? So what we do, and I know I've talked to you about list and people wanting to do too much at one visit. Okay, but what I want to tell you is, or reiterate to you is we almost allot you triple the amount of time. So if we do go over our amount of time, we really are hurting at that time. Okay, so I'm not limiting your visits to 7.5 minutes. I'm just saying that's the reference time that we are allocated to spend with you when it comes to Medicare, and so I appreciate you in advance being aware of that. I don't like it. I didn't make the rules. I try to kind of sort of do my own thing, but I still have to follow the rules of Medicare, and I still have to be viable. Okay, like I've got to be able to make a living, and I've got to be able to follow the rules. Each one of those has very bad consequences if I don't do it just right. So anyway, that's the way we think about it. I just wanted to educate you on it, and I appreciate you way in advance for being cooperative and understanding what's going on here. All righty. Um, I'm here for you today. We're working hard. Place of Hope's working hard this morning. So if any of y'all need anything, you just let us know and we'll be right there for you. Okay? Great talking to you. I'll see you tomorrow.